We'll start with 90, please.
My supervisor did tell me just for the meantime, did want us to take your phone just for right now. So again, we'll get it back once we're done, if you need to make a phone call, so I'll give it to you. So I know that you had mentioned that you may want to talk to a lawyer friend that you have. So let me just give you your rights again. Doesn't mean you're in trouble. Doesn't mean you're under arrest. Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say you can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights? Having these rights in mind, do you still want to talk to me? Do you still want to have that lawyer present while you're being talked to?
I can talk a little.
Okay, sounds good. So what exactly were you there for?
It's my house.
It's your house? Okay. Your daughter was just visiting, staying for a visit. Okay. Were you planning on staying the night or?
My daughter, she lives in California.
Oh, gotcha. So she's visiting from California. Okay. And was she there with her husband? No? Okay.
He's awful.
Mm-hmm.
And just make you breathe her. So she came to hang out with me.
Gotcha. And she brought her 2 kids with her?
Yeah.
And they just have those 2 kids, no one else? Okay.
There's no paperwork or anything. She just came for a breather.
Gotcha. Did you go pick her up or did she fly here or drive herself? Or?
She rented a car.
Rented a car. Gotcha. And was that his truck outside of your house?
Yes.
Both of theirs?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know when I say his, hers, yeah, thank you for clarifying that. It's both of theirs, but so what kind of problems were they having? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I
Okay.
mean, I don't know.
And that's okay. If you don't know, you don't know, right? So,
I mean, I have an idea, but it's so nebulous, so I don't know.
gotcha. Well, sometimes little details for us kind of paint the picture and that to what exactly happened, right? So that's why I ask. When did he get here to Utah? Do you know?
I think about a little bit after 10.
A little bit after 10. Okay. And did he call beforehand? Did he text? Did she know he was on his way?
She knew he was coming.
Okay.
And she was going to talk with him. And I was in the kitchen, and next thing I know, he was in the kitchen. He was like, hey, I go, hi.
Do you know if they had a conversation before? Or?
I have no idea.
Okay. Kind of walk through me what was happening when you were in the kitchen. He showed up. And then what happened?
I was in the kitchen, and I was sitting on the counter because I do that. It's in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And he said hi, and then he walked into the other room, but he was acting different.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by he was acting
He was
different?
just how agitated.
Mm-hmm.
I would say agitated.
What happened after that, after he walked away?
He walked away.
Mhm.
He said, "Is Katie upstairs?" And I said, "Yeah, she'll come down." That's the last I heard gunshots. What I know are gunshots now.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard a gun really fired, except for I guess something.
Okay. And what were you doing when you heard the gunshots?
Just sitting on the counter.
Just in the same spot when you walked in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what did you do after you heard the gunshots?
I ran into the bottom of the stairs to go check on my daughter because
Mhm.
I thought something might happen to my daughter.
Gotcha. And what did you see when you went down the
She
stairs?
was on the ground, laying down, face down.
And then what happened?
I called 911.
Mm-hmm. What was your daughter doing all when you came downstairs?
When I came down, what?
Yeah, when you came
I
down
went
the stairs.
upstairs.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. I misunderstood. Do you know who this is?
This is the family attorney.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey,
I'm here
talk
for
to
you.
Kevin. Talk to Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin. So could you take him to Kevin, please?
Yep.
There you go. Is that the guy that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. There you go. He's here. Do you want him present?
No.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I thought you had said that you went downstairs.
Floor.
Gotcha. So you went upstairs to see her when you heard the gunshots. My apologies. I misunderstood you
No,
there.
Everything happened on the main floor.
Mm-hmm.
As the kitchen, down in the hallway. And then I went upstairs and I just said, "Stay here. Don't come downstairs. Don't come downstairs."
And that was to,
My daughter Katie,
okay.
because I didn't want her to see.
Okay, I'm gonna just, because obviously I was confused somewhere, so I'm just gonna back up a little bit. Kind of run me through you sitting on the counter in your kitchen, hearing the gunshots, and then what happened after that.
I went and looked in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Or I went to the bottom of the stairs, and that's the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what else happened.
So after you went to the bottom of the stairs, then you went upstairs and
Yeah, and
with your daughter.
she said, "What happened?" I said, "Stay here. Just don't come downstairs, please. Don't come downstairs. Please don't come downstairs." I didn't want her downstairs.
And then what happened?
I don't know. All right. I know I called 911.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked if I do CPR, and I was just looking at him on the ground. And then the doorbell rang.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the neighbor upstairs, Caitlin, heard a noise because she asked me if I was okay. So when I went to call, she said, "Is everything okay?" So
And what's your daughter's name? Sorry, I don't want to keep referring to her as your daughter. Katie. Okay. And you probably mentioned that, but I heard Caitlin and I didn't want to get confused. Where were Caitlin's kids at when this happened? Sleeping? Okay. And that's on the upstairs level? Okay. Where was Kevin at when this was going on? Well, thank you for kind of letting me know on your side of things what was going on. So I'll step out, and if we have more questions for you, I'll let you know, okay? Okay, thanks.
Did you end up having more questions for her?
Yes, I did.
So did you go back in?
Yes, I did.
Permission to publish state 91.
The objection?
Just play the first 3 minutes and 49 seconds, please. You can pause it now, there for a second. What time is it now?
1:44.
On the 13th.
Correct.
You remember what time you ended your interview on the previous body cam?
I did not.
Now she has the attorney with her, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. You going to play that? There should be audio. Just back that up 10 seconds.
I am.
No, not at all. Okay.
A little bit more, please.
So in shock.
I just wanted to kind of give us some time to think. I know you were saying a lot of I don't knows and stuff like that, but has anything else come to your mind right now? No, not at all. Okay.
I am so in shock. Like did his parents know? Did someone call his parents?
I assume someone has at this point. I've only been here with you, to be honest, so all that information I don't even know myself. The only information I know is kind of what you've told me, and then that's about it. So.
Or is Katie here too?
I believe she is, and with her kids came with her, yeah, so they're not alone by themselves.
Where's Rory?
Rory went to Rachel's house.
In Ogden?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't even know. Is that
That's
another one of the
another
kids?
daughter.
Rory's
From
my
you?
daughter, Rachel's
Youngest
my
daughter.
other daughter.
Gotcha. Okay. So just to be like candid, I kind of feel like you do know a little bit more than you're letting
No.
on.
Nope.
Okay.
It was, he appeared
And
and I was in the kitchen. And
I guess
did
I'm
not
more talking about with kind of stuff with Kevin.
With Kevin?
Mhm.
Nope.
Not at all.
No idea where he was. No.
Okay. Well, again, honesty it's the best policy
I'm
when it
telling-
comes to.
I almost know
Us.
nothing.
Okay.
She schools me on being honest.
Well, good. We always need someone looking after each other, right? To be honest and forthright, right? So, and again, that's just
And
kind of
I've
the vibe
told-
that I'm getting. So.
And I've told her
Mhm.
that the most important thing is to be honest and truthful, and we can decline to answer if we
Mhm.
want to, and she will do that. But she's not, so far as I know, withholding anything.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I just wanted to come in here and see if you did remember anything, because again, like I said, I know you were saying like a lot of I don't knows, and so I just wanted to see if you remembered anything else and talk you with a little bit, but nothing comes to mind at all.
I interacted with Matt for like maybe 3 seconds.
Mhm.
And I didn't see Kevin. And Matt went around the corner and by the time I don't even know, I didn't see anything. All I heard was noise.
What were the noises that you were hearing?
The shots.
That was the only
Yeah.
noises. There was no conversation, no confrontation at all.
Not that I heard.
Okay.
Have you been to the house? Do you know the layout?
I haven't, so I got to the house, but I never went in.
Okay.
The most I did was walk up to Tracy and say, hey, they want me to take you to the police department. That was about it.
Okay.
So literally bare minimum as far as information from you goes, so. Okay, all right, well, that's all that I wanted to ask. If you want to
Sure,
go back
no,
with
that's fine.
Kevin, hang out, or,
Kevin, he's just exhausted. I'll leave him alone for a minute and let him close his eyes, and I'll walk back down there in
Sounds
a
good.
few minutes and
Okay.
just visit with Tracy.
not a problem, thanks.
We're not recording, are we?
We were, just because I was in the.
Did you do anything else that evening?
No, I did not. Well, yes, I did. Sorry.
No more interviews though, right?
What's that?
No additional interviews?
No additional interviews.
What additional things did you do?
I collected DNA from Tracy, Kevin, and Caitlin.
And how did you do that?
We have buccal swabs. It's just where we stick a little like Q-tip in their mouth to get DNA that way, and collected fingernails with clippers.
Did you take any other steps in this investigation as the days progressed?
Yes, I did.
What else were you assigned to do?
On the 17th, we went back with a warrant, collected a couple more electronics. The day after, on the 18th, we had another warrant to seize a air tag, which we found that was on the truck that was at the house belonging to Caitlin and her husband. And then later in October, I went to.
Well, let's go with the 18th for a second before we move on. Did you perform a search of the truck consistent with that warrant?
Yes, I did.
Did you have your body cam rolling while you performed that search?
Yes, I did.
State would move to admit State's Exhibit 92.
Any objection?
There's a short clip from that search. Would you please publish 92? Okay, go ahead. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Is this your body cam we're watching?
Yes, it is.
Who is that there with you?
That is Detective Wetton.
Thank you. Pause it there for a second, please. What is that? What is the video depicting right now?
That is me holding the air tag
And where was it found?
in a little, I don't know if it was a trash bin or just a container, a little felt container that they had in the truck.
Okay, was it at the bottom of it?
Yes, it was.
Did that end your involvement for the initial arrest of Kevin Ellis?
Yes.
Did you eventually participate further in this investigation?
Yes, I did.
What additional steps did you take?
In October, we received another warrant to arrest Tracy Grist.
And anybody else?
Not as far as I was concerned.